Hey guys, it's Nikki. Welcome back to another song review. Today we're going to be listening to Kiss Lick It Up from Rock the Nation. Somebody requested this in the comments, and I said the next time I sit down to record, I would record it, and here we are. So let's pop our headphones on, turn it up, and here we go.
Need y'all to help sing this one. Yeah, baby. Here's what you gotta sing. Lick it up, lick it up. Oh,
I don't know if I've ever really watched them, like to take in their costumes.
Woo, yeah. Louder. Come on, DC noise. Come on. Oh, yeah. And then I say, don't wanna wait till you know me better.
Wow,
Let's just be glad
those
for the
shoes.
time together.
How did all of this start with the
Now sit your
outfits?
cheese, it's time to taste it. There ain't a reason on earth to waste it. It ain't a crime to be good to yourself. See, lick it up, lick it up.
Yeah, I definitely don't know this one.
Lick it up, see, lick it up. Oh, yeah. Lick it up, come on, people. Lick it up, oh, yeah.
I mean, they were doing it. They were licking it up.
Lick it up, come on, lick it up, oh, yeah. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. I don't wanna wait
So this is a big song for them, right? And she had lick it up on her butt.
I gotta live like I'm on vacation.
They had to be expecting it, right?
Something sweet that you can buy with money. Pick it up, money, money. Pick it up. It's all you need, believe me, honey. It ain't a crime to be good to yourself. See, pick it up, pick it up. Oh, it's on the right now. Pick it up, pick it up. Oh, yeah. Oh, pick it up, pick it up. I wanna lick you. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Pick it up.
I would not want to be wearing those shoes all night long for a performance.
You know what I'm talking about? It's only right now. It's only right now.
The sound quality is not the best,
Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah.
but it's an older performance, so what are you going to do?
Yeah. DC, let me hear you. Let me hear you.
I don't even know who is in Kiss, like band members. I feel like I should know somebody,
Come on, get in the groove.
but I don't.
I want you. I need you. I want you.
I want to say Dee Snider, but I feel like that's
Come on,
wrong.
DC. Clap your hands. Let's go.
I think that's wrong. Oh, the tongue. I forgot. One of them did the tongue thing. Or do all of them do the tongue thing? I don't know. I mean, it's a fun song.
Let's
that tongue again. They should have been showing him the whole thing for Lick It Up. Right? That was a fun one. All those flames. So was that the end of that show then? Is that like a show closer? Closer? Like I said, it had to be probably a popular one from them. I swear I am not trolling. I really do not know very much Kiss at all. Actually, before I look into this song, I'm going to see what Kiss songs I do know. I'm going to scooch over, see what the hits are, I guess, maybe, and go from there. Okay, I'm just looking at a list that Google popped up for Kiss hit songs. I Was Made for Lovin' You, I know. Rock and Roll All Night. Of course I know that one. Now Lick It Up. Maybe Shout It Out Loud. Not sure. But I think that's all. So just a handful. Well, actually just 2 for sure. And now 3. So apparently I have a lot to learn. But let me look into this song a little bit, see what I can find. Okay, so I can't really find information from the band themselves. But there's a lot of people guessing what it means on different websites. And on songmeanings.com, it says, it's about living life to the fullest, not letting opportunities pass you by, not about sex. I mean, I think both of those things crossed my mind when I listened to this. So somebody said, it's about sex. Duh. It's about living life to the fullest. However, it's also about sex. So you let me know. What is it about? What pops into your mind when you're listening to this song? I mean, if they really wanted it to be about just living life to the fullest, couldn't they call it Live It Up? Or is it just because they're Kiss and the guy does the tongue thing? Is that why they call it Lick It Up? I don't know. And I don't know who Kiss is. Speaking of that guy, let me see. Like I said, I wanted to say Dee Snider, but I don't think that's right. There's somebody. Like, I know their name. I know it. But I can't think of it right now. Gene Simmons. That's who I'm thinking of. I don't know much about him, but that's who I'm thinking of. Paul Stanley, Ace Frehley, and Peter Criss. Then it has Vinnie Vincent, Eric Carr. This was different years. Tommy Thayer, Eric Singer, Bruce Kulick, and Mark St. John. So from what I'm understanding here, it's Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, Ace Frehley, and Peter Criss. They're active from 1973. Why do they wear the makeup? Should I look up that too? Let's look up that too. Okay, this is from loudwire.com. It says Kiss formed in 1973. We just read that. And played their very first show at the Popcorn Club in Queens, New York on January 30th of that year. Though the makeup has been a part of their look since the beginning, Simmons couldn't quite recall who first came up with the idea for them to wear it, but remembered how it started. Nobody who was ever in Kiss can ever lay claim to saying, I've got a brilliant idea, everybody should put on makeup. Let's wear more makeup and higher heels than your mommy ever did. Nobody did, it just happened, Simmons explained. The rocker mentioned that the band rehearsed in a rat-infested loft around that time, and when they decided to go purchase face makeup, they also bought cheap mirrors so they could see themselves while they applied it. Of course, you need the mirror. So they just did it, apparently. There was no rhyme or reason to it. Let me see if I can find anything else. I wasn't satisfied with that answer. Okay, so this is on Far Out Magazine. It says, they're talking about their Popcorn Club gig. It says, at the same time that we were forming in New York, there was a very big glitter scene where boys were basically acting like girls and putting on makeup. Simmons told the fanzine Pork Chops and Applesauce in 1996. You know, all the skinny little guys, hairless boys. Well, we were more like football players. All of us were over 6 feet tall, and it just wasn't convincing. The very first pictures we took when the band first got together, we looked like drag queens, but we knew we wanted to get outlandish. We weren't a Grateful Dead kind of band that would get on stage and look worse than the roadie delivering our stuff, which doesn't negate what the Dead and other bands were doing. It just wasn't us, Simmons added. Getting up on stage was almost a holy place for us, like church. So being on stage looking like a bum wasn't my idea of respect. That's where the makeup and dressing up came in. It would have obviously been a lot easier to get up on stage in jeans and t-shirts and go, okay, here we are, we're the Ramones. And that would have been just as valid, but it would not have been honest. It's easy to forget, but the same glitter scene that birthed Kiss was also responsible for proto-punk glam acts like the New York Dolls and Sniper, the latter of which featured a pre-fame Joey Ramone on vocals. Kiss took those building blocks to the extreme, doing kabuki-inspired makeup that gave each member a unique persona. By the time Kiss took the stage 10 days after their first gig, the makeup was in place and the characters were established. The Star Child, the Demon, the Cat, and the Space Ace. Except it wasn't always that easy. In their earliest days, Stanley couldn't decide which design he wanted to use. For early gigs and even some early press photos, he took on another guise, the Bandit. The makeup design was suggested by the head of their record label, Casablanca Records, who thought that all the designs should be symmetrical. After a few gigs and photo sessions, Stanley embraced the Star Child as his definitive persona. Okay. So they had a new drummer that had a new design. For them saying that there wasn't much thought behind it, it seems like there was a lot of thought behind it. There's a lot for me to learn about Kiss, so feel free to leave any information you want me to know, you think I should know in the comments, and let me know what I should check out next by them, because me only knowing, 2 songs? I could listen to a lot of Kiss with you guys if you wanted me to. I really try to do as many different bands and videos as I can. This was actually, I made a note in my phone. When I say I'm going to record something the next time I sit down, I do that. I had a big list of songs, but now that the channel's growing, the list has kind of gotten overwhelming. And now I still pull from that list, but I also just kind of make small lists in my phone when I see that there's like an overwhelming demand for one song, or just a song that sounds interesting or just random, and then I put it in my notes app on my phone, and now I have like 10 notes apps with a bunch of songs. So it's getting a little out of hand, but I'm trying to keep it organized, that I get around to everything and just really mix it up. And Kiss, this is the first Kiss video on this channel, so I'm very excited to see if there's any Kiss fans out there. Well, I know there are, but just on the channel, so we will see. This was a fun one though. No matter what it was about, it was a fun one. All right, guys, I will end this one here for now. As always, thank you so much for watching along with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.